Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go. Let's go. It's up. This shit lit. From the dough. Hey, man. Y'all tune in, man. Turn up. Yeah. What a time right now to be alive, though. What a time right now to be alive. Can you feel it out there? What a time right now to be alive. Peace and love to all you Moors out there, all you Muslims, all y'all Asiatics. Is this on your wall right here? Is this right here, this flag? Can you see it? Can you see this flag right here? This is our flag. This is our flag. The flag of the Moors, the Al-Moroccan Empire. Listen, man, share this beam out. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. We getting ready to go straight to it. Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? You got your drip up? You got your turbans up? You got your shamabs up? You got your fezes on where you at out there? Huh? Islam to all y'all Moors out there. All y'all out there that really stand for it. And you not playing no games. You don't do it for the gram. You do it in real life. Salam to all y'all out there. Let me know all y'all out there tuning in from. You know the rack up in here. South side, wild hundreds. East side crazy. Out west with it. Up north with it. All the BDs, all the GDs, all the MCs, all the Vice Lords, all the Latin Kings. All y'all out there. All the Blackstones. All the Bloods, all the Crips. All y'all out there. From wherever you from. We getting straight to it. Take you right here. Let's take you right here. Let's take you right here. Cause a lot of people out there, they like, man, what's going on outside? What's going on outside? Let's go.
When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Mm-hmm. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light. I came in this business saying,
the lights. Hold up. Said the truth is the light. Fam, it's the age of Aquarius right now. So all of the stuff from the dark that's been hidden in the bottom somewhere, buried beneath the ground somewhere, we digging up now. All 24 and beyond. We got the shovels. We digging up all of the information. So the ones that's out here that's been misleading, the cult leaders, whether it's music, whether it's entertainment, whether it's, you think it don't got no connection to what it really is, political, whether it's the churches, whether it's any kind of system, it's over with. That's the age of Aquarius. That's the energy we in right now. So don't feel like, man, the music industry is dying. The movie industry is dying. What's going on out here? People starting to tweak out now. You see, you got to prepare yourself. But Noble Drew Ali, the prophet, told us, Moors, if you're not ready, get ready. And if you're ready, stay ready. So you're going to start seeing a lot of stuff. This January 5th. We just got up in January. And ether bombs is already going off. Prepare yourself. Because that's the energy field that we in right now. And a lot of people who you think that's been telling you the truth, people you think you've been trusting, you've been giving out donations, giving them bread, cash apps and Zelles. Just watch what goes on in this time frame. Don't be afraid of death, because death is not an enemy. The Holy Quran, Moor Science Temple of America. You see, Cat Williams just kicked it off. And he told you. What did he say about the truth? It's only two things that's out here. It's only two things that's out here. You telling the truth or you lying. In all the world, there are two things. The one is truth. The other is falsehood. And falsehood, that which seems to be. It's a lot of people out here who seeming to be talking all this nonsense. They don't never show you no law books. They not showing you no history books. They not telling you the truth. They out here as a cult leader, hitting you with beliefs, hitting you with how they feel. They hitting you with something that's going to make you feel like you're going to feel something. You're going to get some kind of prosperity off the message that they talking about. They not relating. They not connecting no holistic philosophy dots. They not connecting no geography dots. They not connecting nothing that's going to get us to a place where we need to be like, we not black. This right here is one of the darkest spells that's on our people right now. And the veil is falling fast because of this age of Aquarius. We not black. This spell right here is being destroyed mentally. That's the revolution. The revolution is happening in the mind, and it's happening all around the planet. Look at this. Because this is what cult leaders do. From the book Mind Wars. Check this out. Check this out. Hold up. Let's take it here. Let's take it here. Turn me up. Let's take it here. What is a cult leader? A cult leaders know the best mind. It say cult leaders know that the best minds to control are those attached to people with great empathy, compassion, and a desire to be important and purposeful. Which is why, like Jones, y'all remember John Jones, the cult leader that killed all them people in the suicide? Jones, what he did, his cults tend to isolate their members away from society. It's far easier to tell your members how special they are, to play upon their empathy and compassion, and to take their money and their time, even their sexual favors, without the prying eyes of the outside, to bring people back to reality. They want to put you up in the chamber. They want to pull you out. Yeah, come to this gathering. Come on over here. Make sure you bring your pocketbook. Don't forget your credit card. All right? We going to need all that. We going to need it. We going to need that. We going to need it. Let's go right over here to the Circle 7. Let's go right over here. Check this out. People out here, they out here panicking. They talking about, man, Cat Williams, he went off and everybody that I used to like in the industry, they was all fake and counterfeit. Yeah. Somebody got to kick it off that's from that world. But keep in mind, we not of that world. Moors who study realize that we're not of the world. We just live in this world. To be in the world and not of it. So Moors who study don't get pulled into the traps and the schisms of the world, the artificial world, not the natural world, not the higher self world, not as above. We ain't talking about those universal law. We talking about the common world, the man-made world, all right, the carnal world. We talking about going deeper than that, higher than that. Well, you got this right here. You will say this. From the chapter, death is no enemy of man. It is a friend who, when the work of life is done, just cuts the cord that binds the human boat to earth, that it may sail on smoother seas. We not supposed to be worrying about what's going on in this world, crying about what's going on in this world, grieving to the point where we in some kind of misery. Nah, you just cut the cord because you know you're going to see him again. And the things that are true, they'll always be true. The things that's false, they always going to be false. What it say? It says, the cause of death are always for the best. For we are solving problems there as well as here. And one is sure to find himself where he can solve his problems best. We talking about the Circle 7. We talking about Noble Drew Ali. We talking about uplifting fallen humanity. See, that's what's going on. And the artificial world, that's the shit that's dying right now. Hollywood, the music industry, how they've been robbing all these artists for years, taking their lyrics, taking their publishing, robbing artists blind. I'm talking about actresses, actors, the whole entertainment industry. It's over with. All right. There's going to be a new becoming of that entire generation. And it's happening right now. Because these generations right now are the third and fourth generations. Just like the Prophet Noble Drew Ali prophesies in his prophecies and hadiths. Look, let's go a little further. What'd he say? He say, a crisis in your life has come, and you must have a clear conception of the work that you are called to do. The sages of the ages call you harbinger. The prophets look to you and say, he is Elijah, come again. Your mission here is that of a harbinger, for you will go before the Messiah's face to pave his way and make the people ready to receive their king. Now, this is what popped out. To teach man to be pure in heart, you must yourself be pure in heart and word and deed. In order to teach people to be pure, you got to be pure. Your word got to be strong. Your deeds got to be strong. Huh? What do you say? Men need a pattern for their lives. They love to follow, not to lead. Damn. That shit strong. One more again. Men need a pattern for their lives. They love to follow, not to lead. Leaders out here, you got to be your own leader. You can't wait for nobody else to lead you. You got to lead yourself. Lead by word, lead by deeds, actions. What did it say? The man who stands upon the corners of the paths and points the way, but does not go, is just a pointer. And a block of wood can do the same. If you got the book Circle 7, we on page 8 and page 9. The teacher treads the way. The teacher treads the way on every span of ground. He or she leaves their footprints clearly cut, which all can see and be assured that their master went that way. You gotta go. If you gonna say you out here making you treading the way, you got traction out here, then you gotta be about what you talking about. So if anybody out here talking about, yeah, I'm a black person, but I'm a black man, but I'm a person of color, but I'm an Indian, and I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but I'm a God, and I'm an Indian. What? Like, what are you? You said first you said you was black, then you said you was Indian, you was Native American, you was a person of color, then you said you was a Hebrew Israelite, then you said you was God. I'm confused. What are you? What's your name? What is your name? Like, you saying you 6, 7 different things, and somebody looking at you and ask you one question. This is ask you just one question. What's your name? What's your nationality? I'm an Indian, I'm black, I'm a person of color, I'm a Negro, I'm an Indian, I'm an American Indian, but I'm Zulu, but I'm African, but I'm African American. I'm not African, but I'm African American. What? Like, what you see what I'm saying? So when we go into these different systems, you got to know and recognize the system of misinformation, disinformation. What's your nationality is way more than just that one question. Your nationality expands your culture, your history, your heritage, your free national status, your free national name. Everything about you is involved in that question. What's your nationality? So it's because of the indoctrination of John D. Rockefeller school system and the foundation of that. It's trained us to get us in a mindset like Man, I'm just out here and I'm just in survival mode. That's what the system been doing. That's just one of the systems. You got another system called the welfare system. I'm going to give y'all a check. Get the man out the house. Come to us. We going to give you a check. We going to give you food stamps. Come to us. We're going to give you some payments. Rather than thinking like, that's the whole plan. To get the man out the house, to bring death to the family. What's better? Use the woman to bring the death to the family. We gonna uplift the woman, U.S. corporation. We're gonna uplift the woman, say fuck the dude, uplift you, women, and then we gonna get y'all to do the work for us. And don't even see that is a system established by Margaret Sanger, Frederick T. Gates, John D. Rockefeller, all the rest of them. They all involved, fam. The dark force conglomerate. They all involved. They all involved. Because if you destroyed the Holy Trinity is really the Father, the Mother, and the child. That's the Holy Trinity. Everything else is after that. The Holy Trinity is the Father, the Mother, and the children. Here come the U.S. corporation. Slide up in there. Hey, you don't need your husband now. You don't need your man now. Nah, we gonna take care of you. Uncle Sam gonna give you a paycheck or two. Get on these food stamps. We got you. Don't worry. Get dude up out of there. We got you. I'm gonna show y'all this video. Real quick. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. When you don't got no father up in there, you could just tell when ain't no father involved. You could tell. Where's this? Where's this at, man? Where's this at? Where's it at? Did I put it up there? Where is it? I don't even know if I put the video up there. I don't even know. It's a video that's so crazy. I don't even know if I... Here it is right here. What the... Are you looking at what I'm looking at, fam? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Ain't no father in the crib, and if it's a father there, he'll shut that shit down if he actually has some common sense and morality and principles for his baby girl to be out here doing shit like this. The people don't even realize that they out here dehumanizing these little children. This shit is sickening. Now you heard the mom in the background talking about, yeah, bitch. In the background, you heard her? In the background. She got the little girl with a microphone. And it's so sad that it be this shit like this that you would think like, okay, the mother, she should know better. The father, if he there, he would do something. This shit is disgusting. And then you got this shit going on. Look. All these other little babies, they hearing it, they seeing it, and they got somebody their own age group that's doing it. Being encouraged by, it sound like a woman in the background, a mother in the background. You would let your 4-5-year-old daughter, 6-year-old daughter do this shit? You see? You ain't got no strong father there, it's over with. And that's exactly what Margaret Sanger and them wanted to do. You see? But see, shit like this, that shit dead. That shit dead. It's over with for that. Yeah? It's over with for that. Because now the truth's starting to come out. And you will have something like this, no sir. singing her lyrics at a party. Now, would you have your 6-year-old daughter, your 5-year-old baby girl, would you have them dancing, saying the lyrics to some shit like that? And then you look at that shit, and then you say, where's the parents at? I had some goof ass motherfucker hit me up like, you shared the video. So since you shared the video, you doing the same thing the parents did. Are you fucking stupid? I'm not the one that recorded the video, genius. This is the type of shit that's out here. It's people like that that's out here that's fucking polluted. I'm talking about delusional. I'm talking about to the umpteenth degree. Talking about left a comment on some, you just like the parents. You shared the video. I'm sharing the video to bring awareness. I'm not sharing the video I didn't have my babies out here dancing in front of me to no goddamn Sexy Red and those slut ass lyrics. That's not me. Goof ass. But it's people out here that's on that type of time where they would think like, you shared the video, so you're a part of the problem. Goofball. I'm not the one that recorded the video. Cause I for damn sure ain't gonna have my babies listening to that. But that thing up inside you, that mind that you got up inside you, that's probably the thing that you got your babies listening to that shit. So this shit triggered you. Peace. Shit like this triggered you. Some degenerate ass behavior. But listen to this though.
Question: when you guys listen to song lyrics, do you listen to understand or do you just listen to be entertained? That song that music has frequencies that can alter your consciousness, right? And then on top of that, the words sound power. So the words that they use combined with the frequencies that they use do a number on your consciousness, on your subconscious, right? So that song, God Did by DJ Khaled and Jay-Z, that's a super deep song, like every single line. But let me just hone in on this one line where he says, never wanted to be the state's custodian, laws of draconian. What do you think he means? I'll sound crazy if I need to. You are not under human law. You should be operating on universal law, but that's a different story or a different time. You are not under human law. You are being run by draconians. That is a different race that came, inhabited your planet, and now they control you. You're not dealing with people, just so you know. I love you.
Yeah. The truth speakers, the truth tellers, we love you. We love our people, but you gotta flush. You gotta flush the pollution, the toxicity. You gotta start flushing that shit in the garbage can. And let me just throw this out there, because there's people out there. You gonna start seeing and hearing a lot of things in 24. You gonna start witnessing a lot of things in front of you that's gonna have. Since you've seen it in real time, it's going to be conflicting because you watch predictive programming in movies. And the predictive programming, they have it as it goes into the subconscious. So it's in the mind and it goes into the subconscious. So you will be seeing something and you like, damn, I got deja vu with that. I already seen it already. Yeah, you did see it. You saw it in predictive programming. But what the more Bites on here talking about the consciousness of the music that we listening to. The music that's all that shit. Like the shit the little girls was dancing to, doing that shit. Those are subconscious frequencies that are playing inside the minds of people. So they're being programmed. And they'll be like programmed so deep that they'll be like, it's only a song. Cause you tweaking. It's only a song. Why are you going so hard on a song by some artists? Because of the messages. The conscious messages and the subconscious messages. And then it's going to a child. a little girl, little girls, little boys, they're going to listen to that. The parent co-signing on the music. What you think? That mean like shit. If my mama and them, if they co-signing on the music, just think of yourself. If you could go back right now and you can teleport yourself right now in real time back to when you, with the knowledge that you got in your head right now, you can teleport, go back to yourself at a younger age. You wouldn't tell your younger self like, hey, you don't need to do that. Nah, you don't need to go down that path, fam. You don't need to do that. You talking to your younger self with the wisdom that you have now because you have life experiences. So now you got more wisdom. You will go back to your younger self when you put your younger self on to avoid a lot of obstacles and pitfalls. You wouldn't go back and remind yourself like, hey, listen, don't go over there. Don't do that. Don't take a little stop over there. Don't drive over there today. Go the other way. You wouldn't tell your younger self that. And that's the great responsibility that we as fathers and mothers have with our children. We are the ones that they look up to like, man, this is my father. This is my mama. We looking at, the children looking at us as the ones like right here what the prophet was talking about. The harbingers. We got to be the harbingers. We got to be the ones on a mission to guide our little babies. We got to be the ones. We can't just point the way out. Nah, we got to be on that. On business. We can't be just, hey, you need to just go that way over there. And you ask them, hey, you ever been that way? No, I ain't never went that way. Well, what the fuck I'm listening to you for? You ain't never went that way. And you telling me to go that way. But when I ask your ass, have you been that way? You talking about, nah, get the fuck on. The teacher treads the way on every span of ground. He or she leaves their footprints clearly cut. So if you ain't treading the way by actually doing what you say, get the fuck on. That's the type of time that we on as far as the planet, the universe is on. How she over here talking about the music, draconians, instead of universal law. People out here is really programmed, fam. I saw a question up here about Mexicans. That's a good question. Let me show y'all this from the book. One World, One America, Part 2. That was a good question. And you know what it's really about? What it really all boiled down to. What it really all boiled down to is, do you recognize the systems that are in front of you in real time? I ain't talking about you need to let it digest and you need to get a pen and a piece of paper. Do you know how to analyze that in real time and give a cognitive analysis about what's in front of you? What words are they saying to you? Like when somebody says words that will put you in a system of chattel property slavery, like when they call you a person. When somebody calls you a person, you would think like, person? What's wrong with person? This is why this 24 and beyond, do yourself a favor. Invest in a Black's Law 4th edition dictionary. I can't stress that enough. Invest in yourself, in literature, because without the knowledge of the literature and the law, you dead out here. Literally, your political status is dead. Like no cap. If you don't identify as a natural person, you dead. You physically up, you physically alive, you can go to your job, you can go, you know what I'm saying, smoke, drink, you could do all that. Chill out, go to parties and all that shit. You could pop out, do what you want to do. But politically though, you dead. All right? Invest in this book right here. It's called The Cast, Origins of Our Discontents. We're going to get into this too right here. Just somebody calling you a person. You ever notice when police, slave patrol, when they pull up on you and they start asking you questions or you hear them talking on the radio, they always say person. What do they mean when they say person? We're going to get into that. Just think about that right now, though. When they say person, what do they mean? What do they mean? What do they mean? The massive amount of lies told, sold in fish school over generations for the past century have been universal talk. Eh? Our controllers know that once one generation believes something to be true, we went to the moon. You got people out here still think they went to the moon. You still think that they went to the moon, huh? Okay. The next generation just quote unquote believes it to be true. Like jabs. They think jabs is safe and effective. You think that jabs is safe and effective? Yeah. You still think that jabs is safe and effective? Yeah. You think that? Huh? They ain't brought out no evidence. They ain't brought out evidence, number one. And people out here, just because they running on the news, just because they start doing propaganda, they start playing mind wars on the news, they gonna fall right back into the trap. Like a straight up sheep. They gonna fall right back up. Oh, it was on CNN, so it must be real. Let me go put my mask on. Yeah. Huh? Louisiana nurse, you know what she said? We have had more children die from this than of this itself. The madness has to stop. And that's the age that we in. But you see this picture right here? That wasn't her complexion. She actually was darker. She was a Moor. Saint Corona, check it out. She was a patroness against the plague and epidemics. What are the odds that they just named it this? What are the odds? What are the chances that somebody who fought against plagues and epidemics, you would name it this? And keep in mind, she's dark complexion. She's not a pale face in real life. In real life. I ain't talking about images that we see modern. If you Google it and you do a little legwork, research, you will see that Saint Corona actually was dark complexion. And she was a woman. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Yeah. Crazy, right? Just on a side note real quick. Just on the side note of this while we on here real fast. Just on a little side note. Nobody said that you wouldn't get this if you're jabbed. Oh, really? Oh, yeah? What did you say? You said jab people do not carry the and don't get sick? That's what you said. That's what you said, right? Then this guy, Creepy Joe, he said, you're not going to get this if you have this. You ain't gonna get that if you got this. But they said what they said up here, though. Huh? This motherfucker here, what'd he say? When people are this, they're not gonna get that. That's what he said. Dude, goof ass. That's what he said. All the news people just showing y'all how they playing mind wars. And they wish death upon us. They wish death upon us. They want to dehumanize us and they want to genocide us. See? What you said? No, we know that this blank works well enough that the blank stops. Yeah, don't fall back into the trap. If you fall back into this trap right now, if you fall back because they running on TV and you fall back into this trap, man, you just want to be down for that. What he say? Everyone who takes this is reducing their that. That's what he said. Who the hell said he was an expert? You supposed to be working on computers that you stole the patents on and put patents on them. You stole the ideas and put patents on everything. You didn't cook up nothing. You stole all of the shit and you put patents on it. So can't nobody do nothing with it. You stole all the shit. You know this guy? This guy. See this guy? There is no variant that escapes the protection of our blank. This motherfucker here. This guy. The CEO. Just a little side note. The Native One Americans have been reclassified. Check it out. For the one who asked me about the Mexicans. You asked me about the Mexicans, right? Okay. They've been, look, the Americans, the One Americans, they have been reclassified. Our people have been reclassified as black, Indian, nigger, Negro, Redskins, colored, yet they are all from the same native culture with the same ideology, the same similar architecture and mythology of the heavens and deities. Oh, there's more. In the Great Whitewash, the natives were relabeled in European designated Central and South America. They changed the geography. They changed the names. You see? Latin America is not an actual place. There is no place on earth called natural America. I don't care if you a round earther. I don't care if you are a flat earther. I don't care. You're on land. Okay? Land. This is where you at. Whether you a flat earther or you a round earther, you're on land. You get caught up in, is the earth flat? Is the earth round? You're on land. Keep it like that. You're on the land. All right. So on the land, there is no land called Latin America. It don't exist. All right. There is no continent. There is no country called Latin America. It's a total fiction, fabrication. All right. I don't care if you're a flat earther or a round earther. You're on land, land, and land has laws. And the land does not have a place in geography called Latin America. It don't exist. It don't exist. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What did it say? What did it say right here? It said their native tongues now, look, they flipped it from what it was. They flipped it from what it was. And then they like, oh, okay, we going to call it Latin America. And Latin America going to be filled with Latin Americans. But you call them Latin Americans, but how do they speak something called Spanish? Oh, shit is wild. Just, the prophet told us, if I could get you more to thinking again, you would save yourselves. Just start thinking. We all got to collectively start thinking. There is no land called Latin America. There is not a land called Spanish. How can people in Latin America, so-called Latin America, speak something that's different than their name? Don't they live in Germany? Yeah, you would think that, right? Don't Polish people live in Poland? Like, so, how can you be in America, but then say it's Latin America, but then say you speak Spanish? Huh? Huh? Are you saying it's death for them, G? It's over with for them. Their lives are done. See? Nah. It's no. I see somebody put a comment up that said Spanish through colonizers. That's another lie. They didn't speak Spanish. They spoke Moorish Latin. That's why Latin is still on this. If you got one, pull it out your pocket. If you got one, pull it out your pocket. See this? People out here, you gotta go to this. You gotta go to this. All you gotta do is pull this out. You gotta go to this. And when you go to this, you see it's called Moorish Latin. It's not called Spanish. This is why Moorish Latin is still written on these right here. It's still here. Out of one many, e pluribus unum. All this is Moorish symbology right in front of our faces. But John D. Rockefeller Foundation school system, that system got us detached from what we supposed to be. Just like this cap on this pyramid should be connected, it's detached, symbolizing a lack of consciousness connected to the rest of the body. That means the mind is off the body. See? That's what that means. The collective consciousness is not attached to the body. See? That's what that means. That's one of the meanings of this right here. See? It's nothing wrong with the pyramid itself, but this is just symbolizing a detachment of consciousness. It's detached from the body. See? How you reconnect it? Declare your nationality. Study principles like love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We got everything in our own bodies. We just got to claim it. See? Yes, the original pyramid was attached. Exactly, more. You know, I'm glad you asking these questions. It's beautiful. I'm glad we got Moors in here to ask questions. That's beautiful. So before we get over here, I'm glad you asked that. That's a great question. You said, what language did we speak before we spoke Moorish Latin? Great question. Go to the book, The Torch. Okay? You go to the book, The Torch. You're going to go to page 18 and 19. Okay? Now you say, what language did we speak before Moorish Latin? Great question. Mecca, peace, more. What language did we speak? Let's try this. Let's try Sanskrit, so-called Spanish, Portuguese, Hebrew, Sumerian, Akkadian, Amerindian, Arabic, Ethiopic. Let's go to Latin, Portuguese, so-called Spanish. Let's go to Italian, Amir. Let's go to Arabic. And all these words on here that I'm naming off, these different languages, they all are languages of the Moors. Okay? That's a great question. So when you go to variations of the word Moor, or you go to the word love, variations, you can see the word Moorish or Moorish descent is all in the linguistics. Like this, amor, Italian, it's love. Latin, Portuguese, so-called Spanish, amor is love. Amore, amor, or amar. Amar is your name. Bing fucking bong. There it is. Right on time, more. And when you say the word Amir, Arabic, taken from the root AMR, to live a long time. Command, in living, to give orders. Commander, Amir. All y'all Hebrew Israelites that's out there. Hebrew, Amir. What does it mean? The top, the summit, the treetop. Your name is Amora. Yes. Yes, it's in the names. It's in the names. Your name symbolizes your connection to your ancient bloodline. Amora. Amor. It's connected to your ancient mothers and fathers. Now we go a little further. Amir. See that? Hold up. Wait. You said Hebrew, right? All these Hebrew Israelites. Shout out to Columbus, Ohio. When you see all of the tops and all that, look, it says the top, the summit, right? What's that? the pyramid. But the top is disconnected from, the capstone is disconnected from the rest of the temple. Right. Now, watch, we going to come back to that. We going to come back to this. Okay. Now, Emir, Arabic, from root AMR, means emperor, commander-in-chief, general, prince. Exactly. The vowels are interchangeable. Just like the vowels when you say America. When you take the vowels out of America, what do you get? Huh? M, R. What do you get? What do you get? MER, MR, Mr. Mer. See how it's right there? You see how the answers are? The answers are like literally in front of our faces. We looking at them all the time. We literally are at home, but we've been trained by the school system to think that we not at home. That part. Now, when you come back over here and you see a word like Amir, a variation of Amir, that's still Moorish. When you say Omar, how many people you know named Omar? A gangum, right? In Hebrew, Omar, he that speaks eloquent. Arabic, we spoke all these languages. You see? To live, Omar in Arabic means long living. It's a verb. To live long, to flower, to bloom. Persian, life. Mar, more. Syriac, my lord. Aramaic, lord, from Mari. Old High German, Hungarian, Moorish is M-O-R, M-A-R. See? Of or relating to the Moors or their Moorish culture. Old Irish, Old Norse, what they said the so-called Vikings, right? When they say stuff like the so-called Vikings, what they spoke Gaelic, or they spoke Old Irish, or they spoke Old Norse. Peace, more. That's right here. And he's not no pale-skinned people during these times. They was all copper complexion, dark complexion, like this more right here. It was no pale-skinned Europeans doing no noble things during these times. It was no Europeans doing that because they weren't nobles. We was the ones that was fighting like that. Hannibal, Carthage, even Napoleon, fam. There's a movie that's out. It's called Napoleon. Have you seen it? I ain't seen it yet. But Napoleon was not a pale face. He's actually copper complexion. Napoleon, fam. Do the history. This is 2024. It's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be like literally going to have you questioning everything that you've been taught from the school system. Literally everything. But that's the age that we in right now. And it's always learning, though. Ain't nothing wrong with going back, you got to go back, study some more. All right? Ain't nothing wrong with that because no man knows it all. Then you say this. You going over here. What you got? Latin. See? Latin, Greek, Proto-Germanic. All this is Moorish. So you would say this right here. How can Moor be in all these different languages? Look at all the languages. Look at all these languages. So that means that we had to have been all around the world. We're not from one place. We're from the planet. That's why you can't go nowhere and we're not there. Shout out to all my Taino people out there. All my Bodikins that's out there. Huh? All my Tainos, all my Arawak people that's out there. We all from the same source. And our nationality links us to our heritage, our history, our culture. It's in the blood. It's literally in the blood, fam. That's why everybody around the world want to do what we do when it comes to pale-skinned Europeans. This is why they do what they do. Shout out to all my Haitian peoples out there. Ça passe. See? Whether you want to talk Turkish, Jamaica, Wagwan, whether you want to say Welsh, whether you want to say English, you got Mauryan, meaning a Moor. English, Mauryan, anybody out there named Mauryan, Marian, you have meaning a more. Proto-Slavic. Even in the Slavic language, you have mir, meaning peace, world. See? It's nowhere you can really go. When you got somebody named Amaru, this is Akkadian. There go that word pyramid again. You see? The word more, fam, is a spiritual embodiment of what has been coined the light. In other words, knowledge, whereas they are those who are the guardians and progenitors of the essential principles of civilization that evokes or rather propels the wheels of evolution toward the higher planes of consciousness. That's what more is. Like when you say anybody out there ride a boat, like you own a boat or you know about boats, when they say you're mooring the ship, even if you want to talk on the water, you can go to mooring. You see? What is mooring? It's steering the boat. The vessel has moored. It's moored in safety. You see? Even maritime, you still dealing with Moorish science. Yeah? Now look at this. Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Check it out. Free from any immediate danger from any of the perils insured against. That's mooring. So when we outside navigating on the land, not just the water, we are still mooring. All right? We still navigating. That's why we got these tools like this. The compass and the square. This right here. The compass and the square, and you see the hex alpha. This is what we got. This right here. All these are Moorish tools. That's our inheritance. That's what we came here. We supposed to use these tools to navigate how we need to move around on the planet. The compass, the square, the plumb line. We supposed to use longitude, latitude. We supposed to use the equinox. We supposed to use mathematical calculations, geography, astrology, astronomy. We supposed to use all these things. That's our birthright. All right? Our birthright. Keep that in mind all the time. You claiming what you is your birthright. That's not something nobody can say, here, you take this and then you can be that. No. Your mama gave you that. So since your mama gave you that, she crowned you when you was born. That's why they call it crowning. When the baby's head is forming, it's called crowning because the baby is coming out of the portal of life. So the baby is being crowned upon birth without the sound of a hammer or a tool. Baby was constructed inside the life portal. You come out crowned already. All you got to do is recognize that the crown is already on your head. You don't need a physical crown on your head to know that you a king or a queen because you were crowned. We were crowned upon birth from our mothers, our great cosmic mothers. We were already crowned. So you don't need to, even if you don't have affairs, even if you don't have affairs on your head is already the crown because it's in the bloodline. That's why the prophet said we kings and queens, because we already got a crown on our head. Listen, man, let's go. What does it say right here? It says, we propel the wheels of evolution toward the higher planes of consciousness. Thus, they are luminaries, talking about Moors, talking about us. Luminaries that withstand and stand within and under the umbrella of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and reflect that in every aspect of creation. So in just about every language, every dialect, every culture, etc., you will find an aspect of the term more in it, whether positive or negative, with some credence will be paid to the ancient founders of civilization. Fam, we the ancient fathers and mothers of civilization. Point blank, period. And what they do, they try to put us in different systems. Like you're this race. You're a Pacific Islander. Is there a land called Pacific Island? Nah, no sir. It's not there. There's no land called Latin America. No sir. It's not there. There's no land called Black Land. It don't exist. White land. It don't exist, G. There's no land called Red Land. There is a green land, though. There is a green land. But guess what, though? Ain't nobody green stay there. Nobody green stays on Greenland, fam. Everybody there got a nationality. So what you talking about? Ain't nobody there with that. Nobody's there green. Nobody. Hold up. Hold up. Back to this, though, for the question that was earlier. The question that was earlier was this, about Mexicans. Okay, Mexicans are Moors. Separation is to integrate to their yes, separation and further indoctrinates us. And what's better than to get us so brainwashed that we start separating from each other and doing the work for the dirty work that they want us to do? We doing it for them. Ain't that shit wild? Yes. Los Morenos. Yes. Islam. When you say this, though, it say, where we at? MAGA, or Make America Great Again, speaks to only USA Inc. Incorporated. We have no name for so-called white Euro conquerors. Euro Americans? Have you ever seen that on the application? Check off Euro American if you see it there. You ain't gonna find it. Why don't they call Europeans? Why don't they call it Euro Americans? You ever thought about that? They don't call them Euro Americans. They don't call them that. Do they? When Europeans, when they come over here from Yugoslavia, when they come over here from let's say Poland or something like that, they don't call themselves Euro Americans. They just try to take on Americans. No, sir. They're not Americans, though. Look, yet we label Asian Americans, Latin Americans, Canadians, which don't exist. African Americans don't exist. Asian Americans don't exist, etc. And refer to America, quote unquote, as only the United States. Such hubris and arrogance is unnoticed by the many who comply and obey. Gotta call them by their proper name. They're Albions. Europeans are not Americans. That's one of the biggest hoaxes ever put on people. To think that Europeans are Americans. Fam, if it's one thing that we can start doing today, is to stop calling them white people. You got to stop calling them white people, because they're not white. They're actually black, because they're pale. And that's the definition of black. They're the black people. They're not the white people. They're not the white people. Black, according to etymology, it means pale. Let me zoom in so you can see it. See that? To become pale. I told you it's 24 now. So everything that you probably been thinking and believing is up now. It's over with. These people are actually the black people. They're not white people. Okay? They can never be white people by definition. They can never be white people because they lack color. They're colorless. They're pale. Okay? These are the black people. They're not Americans. They can, when you say Black Lives Matter, on God, you talking about pale people. So our people been out here tricked, putting Black Lives Matter t-shirts on by a group, a system that was cooked up by George Soros to indoctrinate us against our own people. And to be like, oh, okay, you know what? Y'all gonna wear Black Lives Matter shirts because y'all black. But in reality, These people are the black people according to the dictionary. What year you want to go to? 1849, 1854, 1859? Where you want to go? We talking about Noah Webster's dictionary. Where you want to go? What year? Pick one. It means to bleach. Ah, okay. See? Okay. Okay. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Huh? Turn me up. We never been the black people because we can never be black people. Huh? Ah. What you on? What you on? Huh? What you on? Is you on this? Is you on this? Or is you thinking like, nah, I'm black? Fam, you're not black. According to the definition, black means to become pale, to turn white, to bleach, or lighten, bleak. That's what this word means. It's not about how you feel about the word black, how your grandma and them, your granny and them, how they told you that our people was black, and it's over with for that, G. It's over with. Let it go. You gotta let go of this system. We have to let go of the black system. It is a nom de guerre. Not to say that our people wasn't called this by people, but we are not this. Okay? We're not this. This is what you want to do? They'll be like, man, it's the white man that wrote the dictionaries. Okay, so it's the same pale face hybrid that's telling you out of the same books that they're actually the pale people. What you want to do? What you want to do? 1849, 1854, 1859. Where you want to go? Where you want to go, fam? You feel me? Where you want to go? We can't have it like, man, I don't read the dictionary because that's the white man books. And if the same pale face hybrid is telling you out of the same books in 3 different time frames that they're the pale people, and you still want to go with that, hey man, hey, you stuck in the system. You ask, what are we called? We're called Moors. Over here, we're Moors. In America, an American is a noun, person, place, thing, or idea. An Aboriginal or one of the various copper-colored natives found on the American continent by the Europeans. We was already over here, living it, doing it. We've been over here for millions of years. That's like these temples over here in the Grand Canyon are millions of years old. What you think? These is thousands of years old? Hundreds of years old? These are millions of years old. Millions. Got the book, The Torch. You could get this book right here. It's cheaper than a Tray 5. Go to khalifamedia.com. Bang. You can get it right now. You can get it right now. It's 24 now. You got money, you got bread for a Tray 5. You should have bread to get something like this in your life. Let's think about it, right? Think about it. You got bread for a Tray 5. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get you a Tray 5. Roll up, do what you do, and get this book with that. And then you could burn something. And then while you burning, you in your zone, you could read something like this about our culture, our history, our inheritance, our birthright, our bloodline. Everything that's Moorish is the planet. There is no, when you say Moorish, it stopped like, that's over there in North Africa. No, all history on the planet, architecture, culture, food, language, culture, everything is a Moorish connection. So get you a Tray 5, burn some, and then just read some with that. Read a little bit with it. Fam, this where it's at. It's up now. It's up, fam. Look. So how we saying this though? Or when they said so-called Mexicans, right? Hold up. go right here. Let's go right here. When you say something down here. Yeah, do what you do. Get in your zone. Get in your zone and do what you do. I'm not knocking you. Get in your zone. You got a tray 5 or something? Get in your zone and get a book. Read a little bit. You feel me? Burn some, read some, learn some. It's each one teach one. I learn from y'all. You learn from me. We keep it in the family. That's what it is. You said your given surname is Moore. Moore. Nuff said. Nuff said. It's in your name already. It's already in your name. It's already in your name. Man, let's go. It says they took away Mexicanese and replaced their language with Spanish and renamed the entire lands Latin America, completely erasing the natives' legends and lores while killing off a conservative estimated 50 million people. They whitewashed, they destroyed, they genocided our people off our own land, G. You feel me? They genocided us. And you would say, well, who is the they? Kush, who did it? Who did it? Our own people was helping out to do it. Our own people. And they was doing it for power and control. Lusting for power and control. That's why people do anything for power and control. They not thinking about how much it costs. They not thinking about who they gonna hurt. They thinking about, I want power, I want control. That's what I'm on. They not thinking about morality, law. They thinking about straight purge. And what they said though? What fool said? We're gonna depopulate. I mean, if they bold enough to put it out there in front of us and be like, yeah, we finna just depopulate. Y'all seen what's fool Gates? You seen the interview? I know y'all seen that TED talk that he was talking about. We're gonna depopulate. If we do a good enough job, we can bring the population down. It ain't like you, once they say stuff like that, recognize that system. That's genocide. That's not racism. See, we've been conditioned to think like bad treatment towards us is racism. It's not racism. It's dehumanization, denationalization. It's genocide. It's not racism. It's genocide. That's what it is. Get out of it, because the school system, they done got us on this. If we get treated bogus, we'll be thinking like it's racism. It ain't never been racism, Morse. It's always been denationalization. Being non-descendable, you ain't got human rights. You ain't got constitutional rights. You ain't got natural rights. You don't have universal protection as a so-called Latino, Hispanic, Black, African American, Indian American, American Indian, Hebrew. You don't have political protection, lawful protection, international treaty protection. Only reason why it's some stuff still going on right now is because there's a fam, real life. We getting a lot of help right now. It's a lot of help that's unseen, that's in the background, that's helping us, and it ain't all from this planet. Real life though. I'm just want to just put that out there. We getting a lot of help that's not of this world. For real. I'm talking about this planet. We getting a lot of intergalactic help. I'm just putting that out there. You want to get more into that? Get this book right here. It'll throw a little light on you. It'll throw a lot of light on you. We getting a lot of help internationally, galactically, from unseen forces. We getting a lot of help right now. Real life. Getting a lot of help right now. But it's still up to us. Olmecs are definitely Moors. Yes. Definitely Moors. The Olmecs. Turn me up, man. Let's go. Let's go. The earth is definitely purging. Definitely purging. What it say right here, though? It says, and then they erased their entire highly intelligent and sophisticated cultures, and then mock them to this day on their deities, and call them illegals and immigrants to their own native lands. Lands should be lands. See that? This is what's going on. So anybody out there that's calling you black, calling you a Latino, calling you a Native American, calling you an Indian, calling you a Hebrew, they the ones that was with the shits back then selling us out. Point blank period. Point blank period. If they out here today calling you this, they with the shits to sell you out, to sell us out. Recognize the system. This is a whole system right here, and it stems off the caste system. Anybody out here calling you a Hebrew, Native American, telling you, yeah, we Native Americans. Anybody out here saying that to you? Anybody out here talking about, yeah, we descended from black people? They got you under a system of caste. That's where they got you at. That's where they got you at. You want to get out of that? You can. You ain't got to stay in that. You don't got to stay in that crayon world. Exactly. And the Israelites that are out there, Israelites are Moors. They are a tribe of Moors. There is no separation. They was always intermixing with different tribes. But see, the ones that push the division is the ones in 24 and beyond that will be exposed. You will be exposed if you out here living dirty. If you out here talking greasy, talking dirty about Prophet Noble Drew Ali and talking crazy about what he brought back to us, you will be exposed. It's already on notice. It's already on notice already. You will get cooked out here because New Moors is here now. Nah, it ain't finna be no, nah, you know what? We gonna let fam and them slide. No, sir. That shit dead. You out here talking crazy, you out here talking greasy about Prophet Noble Drew Ali, it's gonna be Moors that's gonna get on you. We gonna get on you. Pause. But we gonna get on you though. Straight up. You gonna get cooked out here. You gonna get fried out here. You gonna get fried out here. Because Prophet Noble Drew Ali was on the same shit then as well as now. As well as now. And the ones that was on dirt, they was dirty before and they dirty now. Straight like that. Straight like that. You was dirty before and you dirty now. Straight up. So that's what's going on. And they got something like this happening, right? It say what? It say their legends and cultures of thousands of years relationship with Mother Nature and Father Sky has been whitewashed. Whitewashed over by the Euro. Look at that. The Euro. What if you went to a job and you filled out a piece of paper and you seen Euro Americans on there? Euro American Americanos who came, saw, and took. They use Anquitech technology for evil uses to exterminate populations through slow kill while controlling the weather and the minds of souls for eternity through AI. Look at your phone now. Coupled with a passivity to resist or create a better world, we see nothing but blind obedience because few have any idea where their basic life-giving forces come from of water, energy, and food. Fam. You're gonna start seeing bots out here. I'm talking about straight bots all over social media. You're gonna start seeing bots everywhere. It's finna be just an infestation of bots. Look what they do. Look what they doing right now to Cat Williams. Cat Williams, he out here just blew the whole lid off. The 5th day in, the 4th or 5th day up in here. He kicked the whole door off the hinges. And like, look here, I'm here to spill it. I'm here. And this is the same thing that Aquarius energy is. You're going to start seeing the shift. You're going to start feeling the shift. It's going to be, you either on that truth or you on that bullshit. If you on that truth shit, I rock with you. If you on that bullshit, get the fuck on. That's what we on right now. You're going to start seeing that energy starting to increase. You're going to have your tolerance for BS is about to start going low and low. Like you about to just be like on some, I know you lying. Now I'm finna call you on the shit. Before I let shit slide. Nah, I ain't got time. Get the fuck on. That's what we on right now. And that's the energy of the planet. People right now, they going to start, for the ones that want to know it, they going to start leaning to the truth a lot more because they tired of being lied to. We all tired of being lied to. And that's the energy, frequency, and vibration. It's lit right now. It's lit, G. Look. Remember how we talking about this? Remember we talking about this right here, right? Remember we talking about this? And we see this thing right here, and we like, all right, well, what's this about? What's this about right here? How come we still using this right here? We still using this, and this language is on here, right? Okay. Let's just look at something real quick. Watch this from the book, Isonomy. You can also snatch this up cheaper than the Tray 5 off ChalifaMedia.com. Shout to the Moor, Mahfouz El Bay. Straight from the rack. You could pick that book up from ChalifaMedia.com. Now, what it say though? Look. What it say though? Turn me up. Say, what do you think about them aliens in Miami? I'm still checking out that story though. I'm still checking out that story about what happened in Miami though. I'm still looking into trying to grab some video, some facts or something out of that. But I heard about that shit that kicked off in Miami though. I heard about that shit more. I heard about that shit. Yeah. Listen, man. Remember I said though, we getting help. We getting a whole lot of help. And see, you know how like when you dreaming, you know how like when you in your REM sleep and you dreaming, and you think like you might have an encounter or something like that. You know how you might be like in your dream world, and you might have an encounter in your dream world. This real shit. Like when you have an encounter in your dream world, and you think like, man, something came to me, and it was a message, and they reached out and they was telling me some stuff. That's happening in the subconscious mind, though, in the dream state. But see, what's happening now is it's not just when we're in the astral world. You see, because everything is energy. So in different dimensions, like the REM sleep and the astral world and those type dimensions, which really exist, it's just simultaneously happening right now in several dimensions. It's an infinite amount of dimensions that is really happening. So when we be like, man, I had some kind of encounter, fam. Something came to me in my dream world. And it was like, man, it felt so real. It is real. It is real. It's just happening in the astral world. So we ain't been taught really to go into that type world because of the school system, to be afraid of stuff like that. But in that dream state, the REM sleep, that astral projection where you really seeing yourself in that different dimension or dimensions, it's happening for a reason to extract a message out of that. So you would say like, what's the message? Or what's the message about? You got to pay attention. You pay attention to whatever's happening in your dream world, whatever is happening in your dream world. Start paying attention to them intuitive messages that you start downloading in your dream world. Like my twin flame, we talk about this all the time, like the dream state and the astral world, and we start talking about like what messages that we getting out of the dream world. So it'd be like this though. You would say like, well, look at it like this. In the astral world, I know we like going, we moving around, but it's all connected though. Because it's still more science. Talking about astral traveling. That's still more science. So when you say something like the astral traveling, then you would say something like, well, what is the message that we were supposed to get out of this? That's for you to come up with. That's for you to recognize whatever you going through in your own world. For you to recognize whatever you saw in your dream sleep, your astral travel, that's extract something from that. Because it's no coincidences. Everything that we've seen and go through is an experience to extract something out of that experience. Use it for the positive. Disregard the negative. It's always some kind of learning in that experience. In the astral world. On God, like Spider-Man. In the Spider-Man, they was showing us that. Miles Morales was showing us like, man, this happens in this dimension. That happens in that dimension. You feel me? It's always something to extract from these experiences. Keep that in mind all the time. It's always something to extract. But extract the positive though. Even if it's a negative, there's something in that negative that's a lesson to extract from. You know what I'm saying? So we go right here with it. Talking about these right here, right? Turn me up, man. Yeah, turn me up. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Need this right here, right here? Right on this piece of paper, though. Yeah. Turn me up. That rack shit. Then you say, okay, well, what does this have to do with what we doing over here? And these people that's over here. Then we'll say this. Then we go right here. We say, this is the preamble to the Constitution of the United States of America. Watch this right here. Man. Keep this in mind, though. Right? Keep this in mind. Keep that in mind, right? Yeah. Listen to this. It says, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility. Let's backtrack. We the people of the United States. This is the preamble now. Now, when they say we the people of the United States. Okay. Right? We the people of the United States. Okay. Watch this. Watch this. All of these right here are countries. These are countries. All of these are countries. Okay? All of these are countries. These are not what we say states. All of these are different countries. That's why each one of these so-called states has their own flag, has their own constitution. Just check it out. Each one of these so-called states have their own constitution. They got their own flag. They got their own, what is that? The state bird, the animal. They got their own everything, right? And if we go down here, where it says what? It says, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, right? So we're unifying what? We're unifying the Americas. 6 flags. You ever wonder why they call it 6 flags in Texas? And all the other great Americas, why they call it 6 flags? See that? And then we go right down here. These are called what? These are called countries, right? These are called countries. These are called countries, right? All the way down here to Chile. All these are countries, right? Now look how the John D. Rockefeller Foundation school system then tricked us. We go from saying countries in South America, countries over here in Central America, countries in the islands of our indigenous cousins and peoples, to now we up here and saying Mexico, and then we go to states. How does that work? Wow. How does that work? How do we go from countries all the way down here, all the way over here, all the way over here, all the way. Now we up here talking about, yeah, we are the United States of America. What? What? How, Sway? Come on, man. How, Sway? You see the technology that the school system done on us, G? They done got us out here thinking like some way out type shit. We went from countries to countries to countries to country to states. How, Sway? How? And then you go right over here. You go right over here. Back to this, the preamble of the Constitution, the supreme law of the land. They wanted the land, and they wanted to dehumanize the Aboriginal and Indigenous Americans, Moors of the land, the Al-Moroccans. And they say something like this: establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, secure blessings of liberty to ourselves and prosperity, to do ordain, establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Okay? Pay attention, because they showing us right here what it is. Now look, watch this. Everybody love these, right? They love these right here. Love these, right? But when you look on here, look at the language that's on here. How come they ain't got all English on here? Why would they have Latin, but they say Latin is a dead language? So Latin, if Latin was really a dead language, then why would you have it on paper that's called money and people use it every day? But it's dead. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You got a dead language on something that you use in 2024? Make it make sense. Huh? Why are you using a dead language on pieces of paper as currency? If the language was dead, why would you put it on there from the start? Make it make sense. Okay? Make it make sense. Because the language is really called Moorish Latin. There is no Latin America. Latin America does not exist. There are no Latinos, because on the planet, there is no land called Latino land. It don't exist. This land over here, Hispaniola, is not called Latino land. It don't exist. I see Haiti, I see DR, I see PR, I see Cuba, Bahamas, you name it. Dominica, Bermuda, I see Tobago, Trinidad, Tobago, St. Vincent, Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada. I see all these lands. Jamaica, I see all these lands. I don't see Latin America on here. Do you? You see, John D. Rockefeller school system, they tricked us out our names. They tricked us out our names and was like, yeah, Haitians and Dominicans are two different people. How could y'all really be two different people and y'all share the same island? How can you be two different people? Y'all share the same island. How's y'all different? Port-au-Prince, Santo Domingo. How can y'all be two different people? San Juan, PR, all the Boricans that's there. How can we be different people if we're so closely living together? How? Have you ever seen one of them? Have you ever seen, I know y'all seen them. You seen them Puerto Rican Day parades? Huh? You seen the Taino parades? It be busting out there. I'm talking about crazy. One of them Jamaican parades, Trinidad parades, St. Lucian parades. Crazy. Like I went to Brooklyn one time. I went to a parade out there, a carnival out there. Crazy. I'm talking about it was bussing, super lit, right? I'm like, damn. And when you out there, you see the same people all together, dressed up in costumes, everybody getting it, dancing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out there having fun. Ain't nobody thinking about none of that division. Everybody out there, and it's lit. It's love out there. Everybody waving their flags. It's love out there, right? That right there, that's a symbol of when we actually do get together and we come in with love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. What we beefing about? And this right here is the Al-Moroccan flag. All of the flags, whether you from PR, DR, INT, whether you from Venezuela, Bolivia, Honduras, Ecuador, all those are American flags. This is just the flag of the empire. But all of these flags, American flag, American flag, American flag. All these are American flags. This is just the flag of the empire and the kingdom. That's this. It was, you could have a variation. You could say that this flag right here was an all red flag. You could say all red. You got pictures of Tucson, Haitian, and Chicago was founded by a Haitian, Du Sable. So when you say the all red flag, there's pictures of Tucson with a fair zone with red on. Real talk. Starting a business. All right. That's why over all right. Google it. Google it. You will see it. You will see it. You will see it. Just Google it. Google Tucson with a red fez on. Why he got a red fez on? Because he recognized his roots. He's Moorish. Red. We just got out of Christmas. What was the colors of Christmas again? Red and green. Red and green. Break the system of mental slavery. Break that shit. That shit dead now. Over with. Back to this real quick. See this right here? It says the preamble to the Constitution of the United States of America shows that the origin comes from a pre-existing nation. Pre-existing nation? See? This is why they said in order to form a more perfect union. See that? That means something had already had to be in existence because they said it right here, to form a more perfect union. That means it was a pre-existing nation already standing. What nation was that? The Great Seal of the United States, the Moabites, the Canaanites, the Moors. Bing bong. Huh? This is the secret of nature's law and nature's God, symbolized in the two seals of the one great seal of the United States, the continental United States of the indigenous Moorish nation. Y'all just found out the secret. That's the secret. It's the entire secret. Nature's law and nature's God is mentioned in the Declaration of Independence. This is the seal of the United States of America. Albions, Europeans, colonies, and states. See? See that right there? You just found out the secret. The secret is Moors are the secret. We are the secret. That's the secret. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you are the secret. You just don't know, but now you do. Now, the word union, what is a union? Union is a uniting or connecting of two or more into one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. Hold up. Let me throw some ink on that in real time. A union is a uniting or connecting of two or more into one. Moors, Albions. Moors, Albions. One. Two nations came into one right in front of our faces. Bang. Bang. Huh? Okay. I thought they was talking about something. I thought they were talking about something. What were they talking about? What was they talking about? What? Moors, that's one seal. Europeans, that's another seal. And when they united to form a more perfect union, they established a union. Don't they always talk about the union? The union? This is the union. But see, Moors are at the top. That's why we right by the number one first. Bang. Number one. Who there? Who there? Who there first? Who there? We there. That's the great Masonic secret. Moors, we the secret. You just got to realize it. That's what these dudes right here know. That's why these imposters, that's why they wear the Moorish fezzes. Because they know who the secret is. The secret is us. We just been taught that we ain't the secret. We just got to go get along and just go with the black and no. That's why hybrid Europeans, they mock us and they wear our fezzes over here in the Americas and they pretend to be Americans, but they can never be Americans because they are where they're from. Europe. They're not from America. Whether they was born in America or not, they are from where they're from. Europe. German, Polish, Hungarian, French. That's where y'all from. Y'all ain't from over here. There's no such thing as a Euro-American. It don't exist. Call them who they is. Don't be afraid to call Europeans Europeans. They're Albions. Call them who they is. The longer you stay in that system of, I'm going to call them a white man. I'm going to call them a white woman. You are participating in them staying here. You participating in a system voluntarily. This is what you're doing. Break the system. What you waiting on? Break the system. Watch this though, if I slide. This can represent chemicals, principles, or peoples. An example in simple form is 1 + 1 = 2. In the secret history of the West, check it out. The two seals of the United States represent the union between the Moorish Muslims, not no damn Muslims. Moorish Muslims and European Christians. That's the secret. Moorish Muslims and Europeans, Christians. That's the secret. That's the secret. Huh? That's the secret. That's the secret. What did it say though? Into a government based on the ancient and illustrious principles of the 5-pointed star. The 5-pointed star. The 5-pointed star. Ancient principles. Huh? Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. As established in the ancient civilization of Mu. The ancient Moabites' law of peace. These principles are founded in nature's law and nature's God, mentioned in the unanimous Declaration of Independence. Nature's law is sometimes referred to as the wheels in the sky, the great zodiac constellations, universal law of peace. Bing bong. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Part 2. Part 2. The system, the system. Are you starting to recognize the systems? It's a lot of them. Are you starting to recognize these systems and doing your best to get up out of them? Nationality is the order of the day. That's how you start getting out of the system. Any of them. Letting people know what your national status is. Moorish American. Why are we Moorish Americans? Because we are Moroccans, descent, and born in America. That's why we're Moorish Americans. Moroccan descent and born in America. Stick to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. He ain't gonna lead you astray. He's not gonna lead you astray, Moors. They try to bury this man. Try to bury his teachings. They talk about everybody so-called black, but they don't be showing Noble Drew Ali like that. Huh? They don't be showing Noble Drew Ali like that. We showing our prophet off though. We showing off the prophet though. Right. Part 2 though. Look, I'm finna move around though. I appreciate y'all tuning in. All right, each one teach one, fam. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, G. It ain't about CushDey. It's about each one teach one, uplifting each other. All right, because the time is now. It ain't tomorrow. It's now. All right, get in tune, stay focused, keep your integrity. I'm finna show these books off before I slide. All right, let me show y'all these off. Let's go. Let's go. Turn me up. Turn me up. Yeah, turn me up. The time is now, Moors. Right now. Let's get it. Time is now. Time is now. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Yes, John Hanson is on the $2 bill. Facts. We gonna get into that too, though. You know that. You know that. We gonna get into all that. Yes, sir. Get them screenshots. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Hiram, Georgia. Get in tune. Get in tune. This book right here also available. KhalifaMedia.com. Or you could go to Amazon. Islam, boy, all the time. Shout out to Georgia. Yeah, Georgia in here strong. Y'all know it's our time, right? Cameroon. Peace, more. Yeah. You want to go a little deeper into that astral world? Get this right here. Get this right here. Crazy. Crazy. Last but not least, though. Alright, Moors. I'm finna move around, though. Much love. Study. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Alright? Much love out there, man. Spread love instead of hate. Forget all that hate, man. Move with positivity. Alright? I'm gonna catch y'all on part 3, though. Stay tuned for that one. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss nothing. Alright? Holla at y'all. Peace, Moors. Much love.